intermediate choir is the next step up from Apprentice Choir, and we generally have about 75 singers, somewhere between 70 and 80. And one of our big focuses is to really establish firmly a strong and reliable and beautiful vocal technique. In intermediate, we're singing more advanced repertoire, more sophisticated, a wider variety. And we still do unison singing because there's so much to be learned from that, but we also do a good deal of part singing. We're singing in 2, 3, and 4 parts. The singers are learning to become more independent musicians, to self-assess, to know what it means to master the vocal technique, to know exactly what it is that they are trying to attain.
Okay, how many thought we should do that lighter? How many of you liked it? What did you think? Maya, what did you think on Liebsten?
We also emphasize thinking about our texts and understanding them in a deep way and what it means to communicate those expressively to our audiences. The intermediate choristers attend musicianship for half an hour before they come to rehearsal, and that is in a graded musicianship program, so they're assigned to a level that is appropriate for their level of development. And then the intermediate singers rehearse 1 time a week, but we do have occasional Saturday rehearsals throughout the year just to give us more time. The intermediate singers also have the chance to go to vocal coaching, and what they're doing is working with 2 outstanding vocal coaches. It's an individual session, and they are trying to deepen their understanding of what they're trying to achieve in terms of their technique. Some of the highlights of the year, we have the all-choir retreat in the fall. We have a master class in the spring in which a guest conductor comes and shares their knowledge and expertise in artistry with the students. It's really an inspiring thing. A highlight of the intermediate year is our spring tour, and it's the first step in touring to prepare them for what will happen later in concert choir. We take a 3-day weekend trip each year. We go to a destination in the western United States, and it's a time to do really in-depth growing as an ensemble. When they come back, their level of artistry and connection as an ensemble has just deepened in a way that's hard to imagine just over those brief 3 days. We spend a lot of time selecting our repertoire, and we want to make sure that it's worthy of the children's time, and we want to make sure that the repertoire is something they can learn a great deal from. We're looking for things that will stretch them vocally and musically, that are in keeping with what we're working on vocally, so they're reinforcing the technique that we're working to build.
Forehead mustache.
We try to be very encouraging to each other, to mentor one another in our growth as singers. They're at an age, many of them are middle school age, when they're just coming on the threshold of becoming young adults. They have a level of excitement and enjoyment that just makes them a pleasure to work with, and as the year goes on, they develop a sense of identity as an ensemble that they feel very proud of.